Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time chilling in Pisces season because we are coming up on the full ass moon. So I wanted to come to you guys today with my little full moon in Virgo video, let you guys know the deets, let you know what's happening astrologically and what we're gonna feel here on the earthly realms. So jump right in. Seatbelt buckle, okay, grab a snack, and let's jump into it, okay? So first thing that I want you guys to know is just really quick, I'm gonna link below, just for fun, my Virgo makeup look that I did a couple years ago. I just think it's cute, and if you guys want to like encapsulate the energy with glamour magic, or you know, if beauty and makeup and fashion and stuff is a way that you express yourself within your craft and your, you know, dedication to the energies, then I wanted to offer that up. It's old, so if it's bad, I'm sorry. The content's good. I just worry about the voiceover because I had a period where I didn't understand voiceover. So anyway, that'll be linked below. And also I'll link the full astrology video for Virgo, just the sign in general. If you want like more of a deep dive, especially if you have strong Virgo placements, I would highly, highly, highly recommend watching that, just to understand yourself and everything happening right now a little bit better. I would also recommend it if you're a Pisces because you'll be opposite of Virgo, and I'd also recommend it if you don't know anything about Virgo, okay? And one other thing that I'm really, really excited to talk about is that I just recently got accepted to be a part of the Hey Hero team. And if you don't know, Hey Hero is just like a little hub of astrologers, tarot readers, psychics, and stuff. And it's kind of a place where we offer mini readings. So if you have not been able to get a full reading with me, which they are available on my website at lunaserenova.com, not at lunaserenova, just lunaserenova.com. But if you want a mini reading, I have a ton happening on Hey Hero. I'm very excited to join that platform. I feel very honored and very grateful. And so, yeah, just wanted to pop in, celebrate that really quick, and then also just mention it if you're interested in a reading. So let's talk about the main vibes happening here, okay? I got all dressed up to look like Virgo, to look very earthy and shit. Let's talk about what we're gonna be feeling, okay? Main vibes that I, in my own astrologer, I can't speak, in my own astrologer's experience and my interpretation from looking at the chart, the main vibe is this idea that healers need to fucking heal themselves, okay? I need to clarify that. We need to heal ourselves. Healers right now, the Pluto returns happening for America. If you live here, you know what I'm talking about. But also the world having social media 24/7, it can feel so very, very overwhelming. So many of us are empaths or highly sensitive people. So a lot of us, we know we're healers, we know we're here to like raise the vibration or whatever, but we get so caught in this Virgo mindset, right, of like helping others, that we really forget to help ourselves. And the amazing thing about Virgo, and the main reason that I'm really hitting this, is that Virgos have this beautiful innate ability to heal, like with a touch is what I'm saying. It is this, you know, divine, sovereign, like mother archetype that is able to create and to heal. And so we a lot of us are aware that we have that, and we are healing others, and we're raising the vibrations of others and constantly doing stuff for others, but we get really caught up in that and we kind of forget to heal and help ourselves. So if that's resonating with you, I think especially those of you who have Pisces or Virgo placements, strong 12th or 6th house placements, I think that can be very resonant. I just think that's a big like main issue collectively right now. It's beautiful that we have these gifts of healing, but we need to make sure to take care of ourselves too. Other things, these questions of like, what are you doing to feed your soul and to nourish your soul and yourself, and also your inner child, okay? Because Virgo is, you know, this like very caring, it is honestly kind of a mother archetype because, it is representing the feminine, not necessarily female or women, but the feminine in the divine terms, ability to create life and to heal. So really looking at your inner child and what that inner child needs right now. We will also have some themes of career in terms of our desires and our fulfillment and our destiny and stuff like that, what are we doing for the world? How are we being perceived? What are we doing? Like, how are we being of service for others? And we'll get into like why. I just wanted to hit you guys with some snapshots of like, this is the outline. This is the breakdown of some energy that we're going to be feeling. And I'll go into depth to each of these things a bit more. Another important thing, because Virgos are so analytical and they're so, like, nitpicky in a good way, very detail oriented, that's the word. Now is a great time to tie up any loose ends, finish projects that you've left undone, because when we don't complete a project, that energy like looms in the air and it kind of weighs on us. So we might be feeling a burst of energy to finish things that we've started, tie up any loose ends, and just kind of get nitty gritty with the stuff in life. And lastly, a huge thing that we're going to hit on is freaking manifest, okay? We're in this creator space and we're able, because we've got this physicality of Virgo, the earthiness, and the dreaminess of Pisces, we're able to combine those and put our dreams into the physical reality and manifest the things that we want. So now is a really, really good time to manifest. I would highly recommend, perusing it, thinking about what you want and getting clear about your desires. So that's my quick overview. Let's jump into kind of what's happening astrologically speaking. So the full moon in Virgo obviously is happening when the sun is in Pisces, and so they're opposites. So we're going to see a lot of that duality of service to others, service to ourselves, this inner world versus what we can do for other people type of energy kind of happening. It's going to happen on Friday, March 18th at 12:18 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, that's midnight. So I would also recommend, if you want to do some stuff Thursday night, very good time to do so because it'll be peaking at midnight basically. So it's going to be in the 27th degree of Gemini. The degree is it's a Gemini degree is what I'm trying to say. It's obviously happening in 27 degrees of Virgo, but 27 is a Gemini degree, and it'll be happening in the 10th house. So to talk about what I just said, in case you don't know much about the degrees or the houses or anything like that, no worries. So 27 degrees is Gemini degree. So that means a lot of the aspects of Gemini are going to come up. So we are going to be feeling, I think that we're going to be feeling pretty well energized and pretty dedicated to committing ourselves to things that are going to be beneficial for us. So like intense self-care or doing the self-care stuff that's like not super glamorous, like going to the doctor or cleaning or, organizing, getting rid of old shit, stuff like that. Oh, my bandana fell. So we're going to be feeling that, but we're also going to have this extra sort of energy that comes with Gemini that is going to give us this sort of like playfulness around it, which is really exciting because this is happening in the 10th house, okay? And the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn. And so this is a very, masculine, disciplined type of energy. So we're going to have a lot of discipline and a very strong like will when it comes to doing things that like aren't super sexy or like fun, but I think what's really exciting is that we're having this in the 27th degree, which is a Gemini degree, like I said. I think it'll be a little bit more exciting, and I think we'll find ways to kind of enchant these things that we want to do or that we need to do with a little bit of fun and playfulness. And this does bring in another aspect of that inner child, because Gemini is often kind of perceived as like got a childlike wonder for the world. So even more good energy to work with in healing your inner child. Something to note that may be scary for some people, but is exciting for me. We have 4 planets in Pisces during this full moon. So lots of Piscean energy, guys. Okay, so we're going to have the sun, obviously, Jupiter, Mercury, and Neptune. And this is going to be creating a 4th house stellium during the full moon. So if you don't know what a stellium is, that's just when 3 or more planets are in a specific house in a natal chart. And so obviously with that much energy, there's a lot of energy. So it amplifies the themes of that house. And so this is the house of the inner world, the home life, the mother, the feminine. So we might be even more drawn to that kind of motherly archetype because of that. And so there's also just going to be a lot of Pisces energy happening. And again, I just think this is something to work with when it comes to like how are you balancing the care that you give to yourself and the care that you give to others, because that duality is very important to balance during this time. Something that I would encourage all of you to do, if you haven't already, is to find where Virgo is in your chart, and specifically if there's anything happening in 27 degrees of Virgo, because we know that's where the full moon's going to take place. So go ahead and check out your chart if you are able to. I've got some videos in the past on in my astrology videos, I talk about how to do that, but I'll put a little explanation in the description box. It's kind of difficult if you've never done it before, so it can be a little intimidating. If you find that you're very intimidated and you really are interested in astrology, I do offer natal chart readings if you're ever interested, and it's very fun, and we kind of dive into like your unique amazing bad bitch energy. So if that's something that you are interested in, of course, just check out my website. I've got that there. But if you can, just find Virgo in your chart, figure out the house that it's in, and especially if you've got anything in the 27th degree, those are going to be very impactful. So let's talk about the important aspects that are happening during the full moon. So we've got two really main interesting ones, and it is the full moon will be trining Pluto in Capricorn. So a trine is a very good aspect. It's very harmonious. It's very creative. So that's always a really, really good aspect to find. And we're merging the moon, which is like our deep inner feelings and desires and everything. So what we're going to be feeling right now with Pluto, which is the power planet, okay? And especially it's in Capricorn, okay? And so what's interesting, I'm gonna kind of go on a ramble because if you don't know astrology, this might be kind of confusing. My scarf keeps falling off and it's honestly tragic. Should I just take it off? Okay, we'll just take it off for the day. So sorry. I thought that was a look, and it honestly kind of was. But it's interesting that it's in Capricorn because, like I said, the full moon is going to be in the 10th house, which is ruled by Capricorn. So lots of fun things happening with that sort of duality. But this is exciting because the moon can represent our psychic abilities and our feelings, our emotions, and things like that. And it's imbuing it with this power of Pluto. So it's really giving us a heightened intuition, a heightened connection to our psychic abilities. And also it's encouraging the urge to do and to get stuff done that we want to. So very, very powerful. I think this is going to be really, again, like merging the merging the dreams world, the psychic world, like our thoughts with the physical and like with the practical. So really good time to, if you've been kind of like manifesting stuff or having like your daydreams and you know what you want and you've like planned everything in your head but you haven't done it, I think this is going to be an amazing time to put those manifestations into reality. So main thing with this aspect, the moon trining Pluto in Capricorn, is finding the balance between the Piscean energy and the practicality to put in the drive and the passion towards making these goals real, you know? And then the next main aspect that we have that's very exciting is the sun is sextiling the same Pluto in Capricorn. So this even increases the power. With the sextile, it's like, boom, energy, okay? So very beneficial as well, similar to the trine. And like I said, Pluto is the power planet. The sun is the self. So we've got this wonderful, huge like power happening here. So lots of, I think lots of energy being given to you to be able to actualize your dreams and put shit into motion. So really work on manifesting what you want, but like in the physical sense. Like the Pisces season has been really great so far with really putting your manifestations out into the universe, but now it's really a good time to like map it out and like get stuff done and do the stuff. We just have like a lot of power behind our whole selves and ourselves collectively. So some more energy to work with. Remember to let go. That's gonna be a big thing. Let go of the need to fix everything and to kind of like micromanage the things in your life. It's really gonna be a lot of a need to balance. Not micromanage, but do pay attention to the details and to the things that need to get done, if that makes sense. And also with everything happening in Pisces, we've got 4 planets in Pisces. It's easy, especially with everything happening in the world, it's easy to get really trapped within like a sad loop of like, shit, things kind of suck right now. And those feelings are valid and just need to work through them and, come out on the other side. Because Pisces energy can really get stuck in a loop, especially when it comes to like the mental space. Don't let yourself get stuck in that loop. Understand that now we've got this energy coming in for us, so it's a really good time to rise up and, help those around us, help ourselves, and, stepping into this feeling of acceptance and nurture towards what we can help, which is right now mainly ourselves. And then once we've helped ourselves, we can help others around us. So I've got a couple of rituals to share with you guys. The main thing I want to share with you is not necessarily a ritual, but specific crystals that are beneficial right now for the full moon in Virgo. I have 3 that I'm recommending to you guys today. Obviously, if you've got a crystal that you're feeling called to, go for that. But malachite is a very, very great crystal for Virgo energy. It also represents the creative feminine energy, a lot of goddess energy, the mother, because it represents green and nature and abundance. So if you're working towards, I think it's a great crystal for manifesting. So if you're doing lots of manifesting work, any goddess work, divine femininity, stuff like that, malachite's very, very good for that. Similarly, unakite is another really good crystal right now because this is very grounding and very brings you to the practical and the realistic. And it can also kind of help you get out if you're really, really stuck in the like Piscean energy in the head, can help you kind of ground and think about ways to put these thoughts into action. So it's a really good like practicality stone, if that makes sense. And lastly, I've got fluorite, and this is just honestly a great crystal to have all the time, especially just when things are crazy around you or in the world, or if you're kind of going through it. It's a clearing crystal, it's cleansing, so it can help you to have better discernment, which is a really big trait of Virgo. And it's really just great for clearing out any negativity, anything that comes into your aura. Like, it's just very clearing, and it can help you just like focus and see things more for what they are, which is very good during Pisces season. I always do a tarot spread when it's the full moon. I think it's a great time to. Obviously if you've got like a spread that you really like, do that if you'd like. But I think a really good prompt for a tarot spread for the full moon in Virgo is, how can I best facilitate my own growth? And honestly, with the way I do tarot spreads, I kind of will have like a prompt or a general idea, and I'll just like start pulling cards and kind of let the cards tell a story. So I'm not like usually super strict with how I do my spreads. Like, it's not, sometimes it is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and these all mean something different. But sometimes I just like to get loose and just ask a question and pull however many cards come out, and kind of just like really interpret that. So whatever feels good for you. I will put a tarot spread up here that's a bit more structured for those of you who like structure. But if you'd like, just ask, how can I best facilitate my own growth? And see what comes out, and just, follow your intuition. Another great ritual to do that is really, really beneficial and really amazing for this season and this time in the astrology, in the cosmos, is to meditate and connect with nature. This is something that I plan to do. I really need to get back out into nature a lot more. But because Virgo is an earth sign, and because we've got a lot happening in Pisces, it's really good, it's really beneficial to sit with the earth and like ground yourself. And I always find that being in nature and being with the earth helps me to really clear my mind and, get rid of any of the cobwebs or any of the weird shit that's hanging out up there. And, really kind of come out feeling clearer, feeling like I've got a plan, feeling more safe. So I think if you're feeling a lot of like Pisces energy, or just feeling a little bit like up in the air, I think that meditating in nature, or literally just going on a walk in a forest or something, very beneficial. I've got two like more rituals for you guys. The first one, now is a good time to do a career abundance ritual. Not only because of the full moon in Virgo, but because we're also entering spring. And this is around the time when we do a lot of like more like serious, deep, strong manifesting rituals. Just being with the cycles of nature. Obviously, if you're not like a witch who works with nature, then maybe any time is good. But if you're more of a folk witch or you're into working with the cycles of nature, then I think now's a really good time to do a career abundance ritual. And you can really do this as simple or as like in-depth as you want to. I know everybody has like different ideas for how like ritualistic they make their rituals. Sometimes it's more casual, sometimes it's more, you know, like elaborate, and it's totally fine, whatever works for you. But you can even do something as simple as a sort of prosperity oil, or, you know, even just like a sunflower oil on a green candle. You can dress the candle with different types of herbs if you want to, and, you know, just light the candle and do your manifesting and put the energy and the intention into that spell. And you can create a sort of like money bowl or a money crystal grid to go with that, or you can just surround the candle with some citrine, some clear quartz, some pyrite. So I don't know, I'm just like a big facilitator of like, do what feels right for you. I think that's always a lot more successful than like a whole strict how-to list that you don't feel connected to. So I'll put some correspondence down in the description box below, but definitely craft it to be your own and work with what feels right for you and what you have, of course. And the last ritual is a simple gratitude ritual. If you don't have a gratitude journal, maybe just like for the next week or month or however long, every morning when you wake up or before you go to bed, just write down what you're grateful for. It's a very, very good exercise. It's also a method of manifestation. But you can even do a sort of like obviously I think everyone should do the gratitude journal. I just think it's very, very good for you. But if you want to do a sort of gratitude ritual, you can make it so simple. You can just sit with like a yellow or a white candle, or pink or green. Those are some heart chakra colors. Yellow, I think of the sun, and that makes me feel very happy. So again, this is kind of just like another reason why working with your intuition is very important, because you might not think of pink or green, but I do. But you can just sit with whatever candle feels good and just like carve out 30 minutes to just sit there and think about what you're grateful for. And, you know, maybe write a gratitude letter to yourself or to your partner or to your parents or whoever, and give them that letter. You know, just find ways to be very gratuitous, because it's a very, very good time to right now. So that's the rituals I have for you guys. And lastly, I have some journal prompts for you guys if you're more of a journaler, and I hope that these help your self-growth and your spiritual journey. So I'll put them on the screen so that you can write them down or take a screenshot. You can come back to this video to do them with me here. But yeah, so I'll just get into those questions now. How am I self-sabotaging my own growth and expansion? What do I need to release in order to move forward? What have I manifested recently that I'm proud of? How can I feel more grounded and connected to my home? So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you're feeling very abundant and very excited for the full moon in Virgo. I think it's going to be a great time. I think it's going to be awesome for manifesting and for just like being kind to yourself and others. I think we need a lot more kindness in the world. So I hope that we can like make a vow to each other that we'll be very kind to ourselves and others, you know, in honor of this full moon. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, I'll have all that information in the description box. If you want to book a reading with me, I do tarot and astrology readings, and I'll have that link down below. You can get a full reading with me on my website, or you can get a little mini reading on heyhero.com. So let me know and we'll connect with you there. And yeah, that's all from me. So I love you guys so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.